Welcome to Social Aloe Ministries, where we are committed to glorifying God while exposing the devil. There are many different expressions of faith, but the thing is, there's a difference between faith and foolishness. And the delineation between faith and foolishness truly comes down to which God a person is putting his or her faith in. Also, especially if there's a case where two people are quote unquote putting their faith in the same God, who the Lord actually supports. Thing is, when Elijah had that showdown on Mount Carmel with 450 false prophets, they had faith in Baal that he was going to do something spectacular. But it didn't happen. And it didn't matter what they did. It didn't matter how much they afflicted themselves. Elijah just sat back and waited. And then he called down fire from heaven because the Lord was with him. He had faith in the true and living God. Sometimes people say, for example, that they're going to fast, as if fasting is going to cause the Lord to take action on their behalf. It depends. You truly have to analyze your motive. For example, when Jonah went to Nineveh and preached against the city, they fasted, they humbled themselves for 3 days, no food or drink, people and animals. And the Lord heard their cries, and he relented of his decision to destroy the city within 40 days. The book of Esther. The Jews who were in exile were facing extermination. So they fasted for 3 days to seek the Lord before Esther went to King Ahasuerus, also known as King Xerxes. And they were spared. However, David, a man of God, fasted after his son was afflicted. But even after 7 days, it didn't work. His son died anyhow. And a part of that was David, a man of God, had faith in the Lord. But the thing is, David had committed adultery and then had Uriah, Bathsheba's husband, killed. That was a part of his judgment. So it didn't matter how much faith that he had in the Lord, he was getting punished. So David, fasting for all those days, didn't make a difference because he stood judged. So there are many expressions of faith, but it truly depends on which faith or which God you're putting your faith in. And also, does the Lord support your actions? Because in some cases, no matter how much faith a person has, he or she is going to reap what he or she has sown, as was the case with David. The Lord still loved David. The Lord forgave David. But again, he was reaping what he had sown. If you're going to have faith, ensure that you're in right standing with the Lord, and ensure that you're putting your faith in him and nothing else.